Is he in the vehicle?
Yeah. I'm at Grace Church Road. I went to Waynesboro to bring this man down to this address. And now he's trying to force his way into a house. I'm afraid to move my vehicle. Just fighting in there.
Is inside the house now?
Yeah.
You have your doors locked?
It's open. I'm in a van.
You need to make yourself safe, okay? Even if you've got to drive away from there to get away from him and close that and lock that door. Do that for me now, please.
Okay, wait a minute.
All right, and boom, we're live. And today actually is Friday. Happy Friday, people. All
Friday.
11 of you right now. So I want to apologize, first of all. Alexa had a personal thing that she had to deal with. So I just was like, yeah, I can't do it tomorrow. Because she said, well, we can do it tomorrow. But I have to go to my nephew's birthday at my twin sister's house tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing that. So I said, we'll just postpone that one till Monday. And then when I was looking at my messenger, famously unfamous. God, how did his name twists in my head. Sorry, Daniel. But anyways, his name twists in my head because I even put it famously unfamous. But anyways, so then when I looked at my messenger, then he was showing me this footage from this police chase that didn't end too well for the guy. And his name is Joshua Pringle. And it started in Michigan and then it ended in South Bend. And you probably have been too busy today. Did you hear about it, Adam, at all?
No. I was watching my niece today, and they cut some cable lines in the neighborhood, so I've had no internet all day since like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so it actually probably works out better because I mean you weren't really prepared anyway for the Rex live anyway. You know what I mean? It just probably worked out better all the way around anyway. Then things happen for their reasons, and this way we're going to keep it simple and short tonight. As a matter of fact. And so we're going to watch some coverage of this that Daniel actually took himself, because again, it was like started because on a Famously Unfamous channel, and his link is in the description of this video, and I'll drop it in a moment as well. Actually, maybe I'll grab that in a second. And so he lives in South Bend and he listens to the scanners. So he's one of those ones that's always following like what's ever going on the scanners, police chases, or, fires that are going on, or anything that's, that people would actually want to go see, Right. But anyways, so if you aren't aware of his channel, again, he's a really good guy. He's the one that provided us footage for the Wabash River search for the Delphi and for the Kegan Klein whole thing there. Happy Friday. Hey, Fibro. Hi, Diana. How are you? Hi, Joan. Yeah, all 13 of you. And, the thing is, too, again, this live probably isn't going to gather too many people, and it's to be honestly expected. There's, you know what? To be honest with you, like I said, there's a lot of different cases going on. A lot of different people are on right now. At the end of the day, we're still a small little channel. Even though we're just under 10K subs, we're still a small little channel. There's channels that are like 50K and 30K and all that. those people are the ones that are being watched, and we know that. It's just one of those things. But didn't really care. It's again, I thought we'll push that one off to Monday. We'll watch this one, and yeah, and just stay with you guys for a little bit, and yeah, watch it. Anyway, how did you? So obviously, like I said, you had some cables cut. Other than that, anything of significance today that happened?
Well, yeah, I experienced my first the first injury on my niece under my watch.
Oh, oh,
She was
oh, oh,
she
oh.
she went and slid, and she fell and slammed the bottom of her chin on the windowsill and bit her tongue real bad on both sides. And
Oh,
so I mean, I
poor
dealt with that,
thing.
screaming for a long time, and the blood, and
Because
you
it
take,
really.
it's like you feel like it's your fault, even though it's not.
Oh, I know. I know it's one of those things. The worst thing I can think of that happened with Matthew, well, besides him whacking me in my freaking chin when he pounced his head back on me, is when we were at my ex-husband's, we'll call him the aunt and uncle, his aunt and uncle, and Matthew literally smacked his head right on the corner of a glass coffee table. Like it was one of those octagon-y shaped things. And I mean, hold on. Besides when we went camping the once, and within 5 minutes, he fell off the little tiny slide because he looked over as he was going down the little tiny slide, and he fractured. He got what do they call it? A green. What do they call it? Green bone green something fracture, or whatever. It's not a break. It's like a green line fracture, whatever it's called. Those are the three that I think stand out in my life anyway, when it comes to that. But it is, and with Haley, what can I say about Haley? Haley was just a walking accident. That girl, that child, like seriously, that girl could easily walk outside and trip over her own self. It was that easy. So she was just accident prone anyway. So you never really felt bad with her because, weeks besides, I hate, honestly, I cannot stand seeing a child cry.
I know.
It breaks my heart to the bone to watch these little innocent faces staring at you. And the tongue, that's one of the worst things, even as an adult, when you bite your tongue and that thing can
Yeah,
last
keep
for
it
about
at
2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, but I mean, luckily the tongue heals quick. She didn't need stitches. It's not, it actually didn't bleed as much as I thought it would. I
yeah.
gave baby Tylenol and some baby the stuff that numbs your mouth. I can't think of what it's called right now, but
Oh, yeah.
and
Like
she went,
Amasol.
yeah, and she was like, feel better, feel better.
I know it is. I know. I know. Oh, like I said, I can't say this enough. The innocence of children. They're just, to me, like I said, they're just gifts to be adorned, and I don't ever see how someone could ever possibly hurt a child. I have such a hard time with that. Out of any category between people, the children are the ones that literally hurt me the most because they're so innocent.
Yeah. Oh, I saw a video horrific today of a baby getting rescued out of a hot car, and oh my gosh, it was like it was in Texas, so it was like 100 and I think they said it was like 130 degrees in the car, and they smashed the windshield to get the baby out, and they and so you see in the footage they're pulling the baby out of the windshield, and I just was like watching it, and my heart was like breaking.
So at least they got the baby out, right? And alive still?
They did, yeah.
Because remember, there's those parents in that story not too long ago that literally the wife went inside and she took the other two kids. The dad, she said something like she told the husband to get, grab the baby, whatever. He goes inside. They literally forget about their child. In the morning, they wake up. Anyways, she's still in the vehicle and she's passed.
Yeah.
From the heat.
I think I read it's happened. Is it 10 times this happened this year already?
Well, you know what? I cannot believe the stupidity. How do you even leave any child in a vehicle?
Right.
Like when I say any child, I'm talking like I would never leave my own. I would never actually, you know what? I don't even care if he's 13. If he was maybe 15 or 16, okay. To be honest
Right.
with you, other than that, you're coming out of the car. I would never, never leave my child in the car by himself. And to
Right.
think that people do that stupidity, even just to run into a store, I can't,
Right.
I can't
Well,
deal with that type of
a lot
stupidity.
of vehicles now have sensors. So like I know like when in my there's a car seat in my mother's vehicle, and so like if you go to open the door, it senses the weight in the back seat, and so it'll,
Oh,
like it's a sensor will go off and says don't forget to look in the back seat. You know, so that, you
oh,
know, which I think is great.
isn't, but it's great, but it's ridiculous that we need those things to
Yeah,
remind people that they got a freaking child in their vehicle. But
absolutely.
it's when people intentionally, you
Yeah.
know, go, like, do you know what I mean? Okay, I would feel horrible if someone, if you get charged with, say, manslaughter or something like that, unintentional death of a child, but yet it was because of your negligence because you made a mistake.
Right.
So, but for those parents, okay, she goes into the house with the two other children. She thinks that the husband has grabbed the baby. She goes up and takes them, whatever. And she just assumes that the child's asleep. And like he thinks that she has taken whatever. And next thing you know, the child gets left in the car. Okay. You know what? Horrific accident. Not intentional, but
Right.
a horrific accident because things like that happen. Like things like when Tanya was cooking this one day and she opened up the door for a second, Haley literally went behind her and went out into the street, but we didn't know it at all until these two ladies came in disgust to my sister's house and was like, because we were having a birthday party, but like she literally just opened up the door and Haley scooted around her backside, obviously, without even realizing it. And it's something like
Oh,
that could have been a horrific accident, but yet totally one of those things that you're just going about your thing. You got kids in the house. Yeah, you check on your kid, but you're not like sitting there like every second. You just think that they're still right there in the living room where they're playing and da da da. Oh, da da da. That's how fast something can happen
oh,
sometimes.
so fast.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but anyways, let's see all these people watch Deets on the Street live and famously unfamous. I think I said something about a premiere there. Anyways, anyway, just horrific. There's so much going on, yes. And you know what? If I could sit here and rant for about, I don't know, 2 hours on Carly Russell, I'll save that one. I'll put that one probably into a video or something because that is still, I'm so disgusted, and I'm so disgusted by what she has done. So disgusted. I'm fuming. I got things to talk about still. And to me, JLR, by the way, he went too far. She wasn't that at that sign. She was right at the marker. It's not that he was that far off, but she was clearly right at the marker. He went a little bit forward to the sign. But she was literally, if you go back and look at the footage, and
Yeah.
I don't understand why say you would think that he would have, but you can tell that she literally, her car is right beside that marker. It's not at the sign. So he drove a little bit too far, like not much. But in saying that, she could have easily have gotten out of like when she got out of the car and went to the passenger side, went off to that trail. I still think that there's a second person that was there that helped her. I can't see that she just did that one on her own, looking at what JLR. And I do want to say this. Go ahead.
She had to have gone somewhere. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
presumable that someone was in the area to help her, but
I
it
wonder
would
if
have
that was
to
that.
come from her phone.
I know. It makes me wonder though. Remember there was that really bugs me always, that car that had the double flashers on as well. That kind of went down and then he went over into the far side. And then it made me wonder if he went and pulled over on that side and she just kind of scooted down the street and that person saw her vehicle, but still, I don't know. But all I'm saying is that when I appreciate, let me put it this way. Sometimes we make fun of JLR on this channel because of the cheesiness of how he does things. It's his God-given right. It's his channel. Do whatever he wants, whatever. But I really truly appreciate the fact that he is boots on the ground and that he went and did that. Like that he drove down there to show you what it looked like around there. So I truly appreciate that type of coverage. I do. But as for Carly Russell herself, you know what? Like I said, walk of shame, chick, walk of shame. There's a lot of, I mean, I know I was planning on making a funny video myself. I probably still will, but I'm not going to say what I'll do. But anyways, you can't help it, right? There's part of you that's laughing at.
Some of the TikTok people, some of the people that are on TikTok recreating it and like making it silly.
I know.
They're funny.
I know, because there's part of you that is just it's so ridiculous that it's funny. So it's not like you're laughing at the fact that she called out these resources. Okay, but you got to see a little bit of the humor and how stupid that was, right? There's nothing you can do to change what happened. What happened happened. And so if there's memes out there like we were putting, like the one that Jeff so in one of the videos for Carly Russell, before we get into that thing, I had said something like, what did she do? Read the book of, Dummies 101. Well, that prompted Jeff to make this. He goes, I think you inspired me to make like a thumbnail type of thing. So, so anyway, let me actually just show you that because it is quite funny. Let me just find it. Is it in here? No. Okay, hold on. Let me just find that because it was quite comical. But let me go to mine because I kind of. Okay, here it is. Here's his.
There it is.
Okay, but I know, and then it scrolls down. Okay, there's that. I did that Amber Alert. We have an Amber Alert. I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to do this because it's Canadian. I'd feel like ridiculous if I didn't do something for the Amber Alert going on. Okay, so hold on. So yeah, so this is what he did, which is Toddlers and Cheez-Its Special Edition, Abduction 101 for Dummies. Don't forget your snacks and TP toilet paper. Cheez-Its required. Real toddler not required. A reference for the rest of us. Now, when he gave it to me, I just did, because I put the camera there and her car. Yeah. I was like, oh, shite. And then added that to it. I should have put it on TikTok, to be honest with you, too. But anyways, I just thought, like, when I saw that, too, he was showing it off on another channel, or probably, well, at least one. I can't remember what it was called, Nerd Report or something. And the chick on Nerd Report was laughing her head off, too. Like, I mean, honestly, isn't it? That was brilliant, wasn't it? I mean, I just love it. Well, I think probably the one that gets me the most is when it says real toddler not required. Oh, that's too funny. But anyways, oh, I'm blurry. I went blurry. Let's go. Thing went blurry. But anyways, so I didn't really see any updates on it today besides JLR done a video, and then they're saying that Chantel Bronx, that she went underneath the hotel ordering stuff underneath the name Chantel Bronx, or Chantel Bronx, I should say. Well, I don't know why this camera keeps going blurry on me. Oh my goodness. All right. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing was too far. I just wanted to reap what she sows on this one. I mean, humiliation is just the starting point. Hopefully she does get charged, and like there has to be more. Like, do you know what I mean? There has to be some consequences besides humiliation of the embarrassment that she's done to her family and friends. And I love the fact that her ex-boyfriend or boyfriend or ex-boyfriend took down all her pictures of them, wiped his freaking Instagram and that clean of anything to do with her. What an embarrassment. But anyways, we'll see. I still believe that there was potentially somebody else that helped her in this, to be honest with you. Especially when you look at that area, like, I mean, just think about. Let me just ask you one thing, Adam. Okay, she pulls over at that thing. Do you think at any other point in her life she goes, well, let me just go check out where this exit 10 turn off sign's about to come up? let me just stop there and go for a walk and go check out these kennels. And like, at any point, do you think ever in her life that she actually knew to stop right there?
Judging from her Google searches, I'm surprised she didn't Google where's the best place on I-459 to go missing.
Right. Right. It was, yeah. Okay. So let's get into the video that we're about to see. Again, viewer discretion is advised for it. It's nothing that you're going to see that's grotesque or anything like that. But obviously, so this footage is actually from Daniel, which is famously Unfamous himself. Again, he has a 2 hour and 20-minute version of it because he was live, and then he clipped out about 6 minutes. So that's what we're going to watch in just a second here. So I'm going to take us off screen. We're going to stop the. Oh, hi.
Hey.
I think I've seen you before. Hey, beautiful. Hey, cupcake.
So,
All right, here we go. Now, you're not going to hear any sound at this point of the video, okay, guys? But just watch. I heard you.
As long as I can remember, I've had issues breathing through my nose. Since procedure, I breathe through my nose. I slip through the nose.
Oh my gosh, that would hurt.
Just do it checked out. It's 100% perfect.
Oh, I was just trying to turn off the sound there.
You started it over.
But yeah, I accidentally started it over. Okay, but you know what? That's fine because I want to point out something for a sec. Hey, his underwear is almost up.
That person's just sitting in the passenger seat chilling.
I know. Okay, yeah. So where is she? Come on. Where are you, lady? Where's that lady that comes to the vehicle? Come on. Where the heck are you? Why am I not seeing you? Where's that lady in pink that came to the vehicle?
She walks up in a little bit. The guy is lucky that the officer did not draw his firearm earlier or shoot.
Yeah, okay. This thing right here. She just literally walks up to the vehicle, like all calmly. Oh, I'm not even going to bother, to help her or try to do anything or whatever. I'm just going to stand there, walk up to this lady. I don't know, like, what the heck. But this lady ends up showing up at the other location as well.
Huh.
So I'm thinking that she probably followed as well. But what did she do? Walk up to the lady and go, you know, hey, do you think you should get out of the car? Hey, moron, you think you should get out of that vehicle while you have the chance? You think maybe she said that?
Right? You want to run a ride with me?
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, that's the
Oh,
only thing I would think of why I would walk up there. I'm not sure what was on the ground. See, there she is right there, the lady in pink.
well, it's the way he throws him down on that curb. I was like, can you imagine how bad that
Oh,
would
I
be for
know.
that person?
Hmm. We need to create a channel. Sunny and Aspen react.
Yeah. I know, right? Tony would be
No,
so pleased.
right.
Oh,
Like, what's he dropping? Like, it's like everything's fallen off the cop guy.
oh, the restraint that the police officer used, I'm so
Oh,
impressed with, because a lot of
yeah, I
people
know.
I would think would have just
Shot him by that point.
yeah. McDonald's.
So that's where he's running right there. Now, apparently they're claiming like there was shots, but I don't hear shots. Like, I'm not playing the shots in this clip here, but boom, boom, boom. And they end up finding him towards the river. Okay, I think I can turn it on now. Hold on. So the lady across the way there, that's the one that was sitting in the vehicle.
Okay.
So they got her all under arrest.
I wonder what they pulled him over for in the first place.
Oh, there was something about what was it, a light out or something like that?
What's up, John? Got a SWAT situation. Shots were fired at the police. It was a pursuit from Michigan to South Bend, Indiana. Female passengers in custody. They've roped it all off. They've gotten a lot of bystanders here. There's everybody downtown South Bend right now. As you can tell, there was a vehicle accident involving this. The South Bend police cruiser is toast.
Oh wow.
See, I like Daniel's reporting better. Police cruiser is
And these guys, it came from these guys.
I guess they let the Michigan State Police drive over and
Yep, SWAT's here, y'all.
Yeah.
SWAT's here. I'm gonna move because these people are exchanging numbers, y'all. There's a bunch of people out here, y'all.
Camera's busy. You got another number?
There was an accident with injuries involving this pursuit, you guys.
I like their cop cars.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of blue ones.
Yeah.
If you look, the whole downtown's nothing but emergency vehicles and tape.
Dang, dang, dang. Like now
All the way to the hospital. They evacuated McDonald's, is what I heard them saying.
I just want you guys to take note that I had McDonald's for dinner tonight. Thank you.
He's sending.
You got Berrien County here. You got Michigan State Police, South Bend. You got
What'd you say?
Was it a macuvation?
Yes, it was. Yeah, a Mac evasion, exactly.
Tribal, Notre Dame. They were asking for a robot, drones, SWAT's here. Everybody's here, you guys. St. Joe County.
I think that was it. Okay. Yeah, that was it. Oh, hi, Adam. I'm talking to you through my avatar right now. I'm watching my little thing, my little round thing, go pump, 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 pump like a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Okay, fine, I'm back. Yeah. Um, let's go 1 second here. So if anyone doesn't know, so again, this is famously and famous. Oh God, why is my tongue blah, blah, tripping over my tongue? This is his channel, famously unfamous. You guys, go check him out because again, if you want to watch the longer version of that, that was the 614 clip right there. But he also has like I think it was on the live there, 2 hours and 20 minutes. If you want to watch like the whole thing going on here, because I think it's like fun. Uh, uh.
No, we filmed together and stuff. But you'll see it. You'll see it on the news.
So go check famously. Such a great guy, you guys. I actually was gifted a membership from there the other day. I saw it in my email. But anyways,
Nice.
check out his channel. Like I said, just a great guy. Whoops, what am I doing? How did I even get there?
I don't know.
I can't talk and I can't click apparently. But anyways, um, again, he does a lot of lives. Again, he chases, he chases the scanners and stuff that's going on, and that. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
It's funny.
yeah.
I have to tell you really quickly a story. I wasn't doing it, but a friend of mine was messaging me. They were listening to the scanners in Lafayette, Indiana, and they were like, something big is going on, and they were messaging me all these like updates, and they were like, it's a mass pew pew situation, and they were like, and they were sending me the scanner clips, and so I was listening to it, and he's like, the officer's like, oh, there's one down by the podium. It's a 10-0, which is a police code thing for past.
Yeah.
And we're listening to it like this goes on for like an hour. It was a training exercise.
It was a training exercise.
Because I'm like, well, I'm not seeing it on the news anywhere.
Training exercise.
Yep.
That's funny. Yeah. But anyways, so this guy before, there's like a news coverage for it as well. Actually, maybe I'll just quickly show that. Let me play what the news kind of put out here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let me just play this, and we'll make this bigger. Yeah, okay. Did I hit play? Oh, I must have not hit play on that one. Get out of my way.
Berrien County is currently pursuit with a red Kia. He is also armed with a firearm.
From the state of Michigan to the McDonald's on Michigan Street.
It was kind of heart-pounding.
Tonight, the suspect is dead in what's being called an officer-involved shooting, following a police pursuit covering 2 states.
He was running, shot behind his back at one of the officers.
Our team is actively learning new details by the hour on how this started and how it ended. What we know so far.
It is a busy night as we come on the air at 6 o'clock. We are continuing to update that breaking news from overnight. We hope you are safe. I'm Joshua Short.
And I'm Lauren Moss. We're just getting new info from Michigan State Police about that chase that ended near downtown South Bend.
Police confirmed with our team they stopped this man you see on your screen, Joshua Pringle, for a blown brake light. That's when they found out he also had an active warrant for assault.
This is new video of that stop from Green Stem Provisioning. You could see the two basically fighting here while another woman is in the passenger seat. Not long after that stop happened, things turned physical. And as the officer tried to tase the suspect, Pringle took out a gun. So let's go to Alex Almanza near downtown South Bend where it all ended. We just talked about what led up to this initial stop. Alex, fill in the blanks for us now.
Yeah, so right now we're at the corner of Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard and Madison. We're just under 24 hours ago, chaos broke out that turned into a pursuit across state lines and turned deadly.
What began as a traffic stop in Niles
71 all units be advised. Berrien County is currently in pursuit with a red Kia.
Turned into a multi-state police pursuit into Indiana.
Right, he's pointing a gun out the window and shooting.
It began in Niles around 8:30 Wednesday night when 32-year-old Joshua Ringle of South Bend was stopped by police. In the surveillance video, it shows Ringle and an officer fighting. Soon after, Ringle then fled the scene and crossed state lines in a red Kia south on US 933, with multiple law enforcement agencies involved. Then it all ended in a chaotic scene just north of downtown South Bend, where Ringle crashed into a police cruiser and fled on foot towards the St. Joseph River behind McDonald's north of LaSalle Street. Shots were fired. Oh. Drones, canines, police describe the pandemonium as an all-hands-on-deck situation in order to find the suspect.
When it becomes a manhunt, it's it gets a lot of people involved. And then we had by the time our involvement was here, we could get our personnel. We had personnel coming from as far away as Fort Wayne to do this investigation.
Ringle was eventually found dead at the bottom of an embankment near the river. And get this, last night's chase wasn't Ringle's first run-in with the law. Back in 2014, we reported that Ringle broke into a home and stole a vehicle. He was chased by police and eventually ditched the car and fled on foot on the campus of Notre Dame. Then he jumped into St. Mary's Lake. Now, almost 10 years later, an almost similar situation unfolding, and now ending.
Okay. Yeah, so that was more of the gist behind it.
Well, I didn't know he passed. I feel bad for making fun of him now that he passed away. But
you reap what you sow.
Yeah. At 100%.
I mean, they're obviously looking into it. Because something about mental health. Okay, who doesn't? But anyways, it's one of those things. I mean, seriously, after what said, Carly pulled and stuff like that. Like I said, she can't use mental health. Meaning she obviously was going through some distress in her life. She obviously was going through some issues, but nothing that would warrant a medically unstable, do you know what I mean? Unstable person.
And now she's got a lot more issues.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Meaning she was very cognizant of what she was doing. And that's the difference, right? And it's so different than what we've seen with, like I said, people that go to jail and then they try to claim insanity, and some people get by them, but most times, like I said, everyone's going to try to play that card, but that card can't always be used if you're showing that you were very cognizant of your actions and what you were doing. But that doesn't mean, I just don't like to call things always mental health issues. Everyone feels stressed out in life. Everyone has anxiety at times. Do we always deem it that people can get out of it because they use the word mental health issues? That's my problem with it, because it's like someone crying wolf when there's true people out there that do have true mental health issues going on that, can do things that are definitely stupid or whatever that causes them, another person harm and stuff like that. That I absolutely have no problem with. It's when people overuse the word and all they have to do is go to employer and say, I have mental health issues. Can I get 3 months off of work? Really, it's just because they're trying to get 3 months off of work because they don't feel like going back to maybe deal with their embarrassment or whatever it is. That's my problem, is when people abuse the system, because the system is meant to be there, of course, for the people that need it. It doesn't matter if it's a car accident, that somebody's had, and then you claim falsely and say, somebody hit, somebody did this to my, that type of thing.
Speaking of systems, I mean, I know we're not talking about that tonight, but kind of like the person, I did see an interview right before we were live. I was reading an interview about Rex Heuermann, and they were interviewing someone at their local grocery store who said the family always paid with food stamps.
Really?
Yeah. I was like,
really?
he's here he has an office in Midtown Manhattan. Is this wealthy money architect, and they pay with food stamps? Talk about abusing a system.
Right? Considering that they have property, 2 timeshares in Las Vegas and property in South Carolina.
South Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, plus the Manhattan office, plus, yeah.
Yeah. So I know that we're not talking. I know that's not mental health, but
No. That.
Oh.
I just got to turn off my camera because I feel like I'm a bit blurry. I don't know why. I just keep feeling like I'm a bit blurry all the time.
But yeah, I mean, as far as the mental health thing, sadly, I agree. I agree with you, and sadly, it's because I think it dilutes the importance of people that actually do suffer. I'm not saying not everyone doesn't suffer from something, but when the term's overused, it dilutes the meaning.
Exactly. Again, it just becomes about the boy that cried wolf. I mean, we can use this in so many instances. When car alarms go off, do people even care? No, absolutely not. Why? Because everyone's car alarm goes off all the time now, that you don't even think about that somebody actually could be in trouble anymore.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have we been on a thing and my fire alarm's gone off in my condo?
Yeah. Right.
I'm it'll go off in a minute. Yeah. And then I find out there's carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah. Exactly. I know, right? but it's exactly that. So are the police not go to any time? Of course they will go. But again, in Carly Russell's case, come to find out, she just was a big freaking liar. Big freaking liar. And it's hard for me to understand how people go to these extremes in life. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm smart enough to understand that they've done it, of course. But I just don't understand how people get to those levels when in my brain those things don't even I would never even think to do something like that.
Well, and here, I mean, I know it's hindsight is 2020, but if in Carly Russell's mind, do you know the smartest way she probably would have done this if she wanted to keep in the same plan is never calling 911 and never calling her sister-in-law or the boyfriend's or the brother's girlfriend, and just pulling over on the side of the road, leaving her wig and cell phone there. Because then we would be like, well, what happened to her? There wouldn't be this big elaborate story, and people would probably not have caught on to it as fast. But Carly probably would have gotten what she wanted.
Well, and at the end of the day, too, her parents actually kept telling her that not even for a child do you pull over to the side of the road and meaning, like people are saying, or like the news I remember saying, like that's weird that you're literally doing what your parents told you not to as a thing, like never get out of the vehicle for anyone, not even a child, and blah 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 blah. And here it's like she implemented different scenarios, in her story.
Right. And I thought about that fibro. I mean, I've not seen any evidence to it, but that thought crossed my mind.
For which?
But like you said, brother's girlfriend probably in on it. Like I said, I've not seen any evidence to that, but that thought initially popped across my mind.
Yeah. I mean, I think anyone that has brain cells goes throughout different scenarios that could have been, that could be possible. Who doesn't kind of like, at least my brain does. It's kind of like there's usually there's very little times that there's a scenario that goes by, like even with Delphi and stuff, that you don't think about. But it doesn't necessarily mean you put it out there to the public, but it just goes through your mind. And you just kind of think, okay, well, was there 2 people there? Because it kind of looks like it. And if so, then who would that other person be? Type of idea. Like, was it the sister-in-law? Was it friend? Was it the boyfriend? And he, maybe he deleted all that stuff because, he knows he was part of it now, and the things like, but I don't know. It's just those things go through your mind. Not to say that they're true. They just go through your mind because you're just like, is she that smart? No, obviously that's clear. She's definitely not that smart. And then to steal, like talking about a banger day, right? Steals from her work. And it's the stupid crap that goes with that. Stole toilet paper. stole toilet paper. Okay, I can understand if this was back in 2020.
Has no one stolen toilet paper from work? Because I know back in the day, I did it a few times.
Oh, I'm going to say, okay, I'm not even going to say that I haven't either. I have stolen toilet paper myself. That was because I was a poverty butt that probably couldn't afford a roll till a couple more days from now. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to lie. I've probably done that 2 or 3 times in my entire life as well. And you're just like, oh, yeah, because, they're not going to miss that one roll there. Yeah.
Or
that's
I was like, I don't want to stop. We're on the way home, so I'm just going to steal one roll.
Or that, right. But the thing is that she didn't need to. Like, she didn't need to steal toilet paper unless it was for a purpose that she had to take shits in the wood as she was hiding out with her granola bars and Cheez-Its.
Hiding from those orange-haired bald men.
Yeah, and scared of this lady that's playing with her hair and stuffing Cheez-Its in her mouth. I think honestly, I think I said in the video that she's going to need that whole full roll of toilet paper to clean up the shit that she's left behind now. Dang straight. Yeah. I mean, I honestly, that's one story I could easily talk about still too, because it's just, well, I will still talk about it.
Diana said earlier, and I like that, was that, she's taken enough of a peep from everyone's attention. But yeah, no, I get it.
Oh, no. This is more about still calling her out. Yeah. And she can have all that attention of people making fun of her on the internet for more videos to come, because she deserves it. She deserves that attention. That's a different type of attention she deserves, But this, I mean, like I said, do you think we're going to hear a little bit more? Because obviously it's a little bit too soon, right? Because they're probably still trying to speak to her. She's probably refusing. She of course left all her Apple Watch or all that crap there, right? Including her wig. It was probably a spare wig, to be honest with you. But anyway, so I'll actually, no, I'll probably do a video on it. But anyways, what was I saying? I can't remember now. Can't remember. I was too busy laughing about the wig thing again. I still think about that. You just hear king on the floor. There was a video that someone did on TikTok, I think it was today, and he has he had, I think, Pringles in his hand, and he had toilet paper roll, and he just gets out of his car and he just takes the wig and he just puts it on the floor. That was pretty much the video, or puts it on the side of the highway thing. And I was just even something as silly as that made me laugh so hard, because it's just so ridiculous, the whole thing. But I just can't picture Princess there, going through those woods by herself. This is what I can see. If there was a car parked up further that was waiting for her, that I can see. Her crossing a road to a vehicle that's waiting for her, or going straight down, because we don't really see it. Looks like she's going into the woods, but she might not have been. We don't know. And I know what I was talking about. But the police, right? Meaning they don't really have, they need her to kind of say, but they're gonna find her. If she was hiding out in those woods, which I doubt it, because the cadaver dogs, I'm sure, would have found her, or the the sniffing unit dogs there. They're gonna see her on other cameras along the way. So if she went up to the homes up there, someone's gonna have another camera there. If she went down somewhere, so. Well, hold on. If somebody picked her up on the highway, they already have I-459 camera footage. So chances are then that is going to pull that one out of it, because there would have been, it just depends on how far the cameras are away, Right. No, she didn't have her phone on her. She dropped it. Scream, I'm being abducted, drop. That's why her sister says she can hear the highway. So her phone was found at the scene.
Right.
It just wasn't inside the vehicle.
Right. Well, I'm sure they've looked at the other traffic cameras after that one too, to see, if any vehicles had slowed down and stopped at some point.
Yeah. Like, hold on a second here. Let me go. I smell someone's cooking food. I feel it. I smell it. It's hitting my noses. It's hitting my nose. Where did I see that? GLR. Let's see if he has it on his. Is this him here? GLR News? No, I don't think that's him. No, that guy's out of the UK. Where's JLR Investigates? Investigates. Oh, there he is. Let me just go take a look. Oh, but before we go anywhere else, I just want to thank I said a good friend, famously Unfamous, for letting me play that video clip of his. And like I said, he's a solid guy, so go check out him if you like to watch police chases and different things, or the happenings that are going on live and in real time and stuff like that. He's always usually covering lives when he can. He has children, of course, so he has to always work it around that time. So usually he's doing everything at nighttime in the wee late hours. And I did drop his link earlier. Hold on a second. There we go. I'm going to drop it again. Okay. And I'm going to stop screen here. It is so hot right now. I feel like I'm overheating. Okay. So let's see. JLR. What's he got going on? Yeah. Come on, where's the car? Right here. So he was showing, I found a tunnel and a trail exactly where Carly Russell's red Mercedes was left on I-459. Again, he went a little bit further than what her vehicle actually was, but nothing major. But, I would say a good 200 maybe feet difference, 150. Concrete trail goes into the woods that takes you under the interstate. But hold on, where did I see that? What else? That's 5 hours ago. What does he have? This one. I'm at Hoover, Alabama, City Hall in front of the police department. Carly Russell arrested. Stay tuned. Oh. And the cheese it out. Vanished here. Wow, it was a little bit before that, JLR. What's this? Who's this? Red Roof in Birmingham, self-employed, told me Carly Russell did not stay there. He reviewed security cameras. Police came there Saturday after rumors circulated Carly was there. Hotel is a few miles from where her car was found. Is this just on here? Oh, no, it goes to the YouTube thing. Red Roof. That was 15 hours. Oh, he's just pumping out these videos. That's JLR, right? Freaking video comes out every 2 or 3 hours. That's where they live. I mean, like I said, if it's the guy's thing, then whatever. But I just want to, let me just go get that footage again, because I just want to quickly take a look at it. Adam, do you have anything else to say quickly or no?
No, I agree, Diana. Yeah, her parents, you see the house there. This girl was not poor.
No,
she drove a Mercedes, and she worked at a spa. So, and she didn't own the spa.
It was a very affluent area.
And I said she's a beautiful girl on the outside.
Yeah, well, insecure on the inside, and you can tell that by her pictures. Anytime someone needs to always put up perfect pictures of themselves, they all they want is the, oh my God, you look so great and beautiful and da 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 da. It always just stems. In most cases, almost everything just stems from insecurities. That's the root of where everything will stem from, and then it's just a matter of how much insecurities or things that people do that cause you to do things in a sense. But if you have low self-esteem, And Carly comes across to me like someone that likes attention, but anyone that's attention seeking is because they're looking for people to validate them. At least in my eyes, that's how I see it. I'm not a psychologist, but I should have been one. I tell you that one. Tell you that much. Do you feel the same way about that, Adam? That it just stems from insecurities and just looking for, yeah. I mean, I've said the same thing with a lot of guys that go build their bodies and stuff like that. You actually talk to most of them, which I had at one point. A lot of them do it because it's like, everyone sometimes needs their little crutch that makes them feel good. And a lot of times people work out to build up the muscles because there's something else lacking that they feel like, that they feel like girls like muscle and, like muscle and Brussels type of idea. And so a lot of people go work out at the gym, and most of them have said to me, it's because of low self-esteem. I like it when people are just honest like that. Not that everyone does it that way, but because some people just truly like to work out and go work out and have no problems with their, insecurities and stuff like that. But then there's a lot of people that
I have such high self-esteem that like I'm like, yeah, check out that muscle.
That's I know. I mean, that's what I pretty much say to her. I'm just like, check out the pecs. Okay, they're a little soft now. Though. Yeah.
Do you see that? See, there's a bump. There's a bump.
So I'm not gonna lie. This is before when I was in way better shape, but I always had very thick arms in a sense, meaning I would purposely emphasize my arms because for any chick that wanted to mess with me, come at me. It was my thing. Do you know?
Right.
So it's like it's kind of like I was like, because I was never really scared of anybody. Well, not to say I wouldn't be shitless if the situation ever arises, but it was kind of like just because I'm not very tall and I'm only like 5'3" or whatever, 5'2" and 3/4. Okay. But anyway, I was actually proud of the size of my arms because I might be small, but my arms I'm solid. I was solid. And it was kind of like, so I'd be walking around laughing at like these guys with like no muscle. And I'm like, so I would literally, when I saw someone like, for instance, like that, would sit there and think that they were strong, I'd be like, arm wrestle? Do you want an arm wrestle? Because for me, it was always that thing of always proving yourself, that it's like, especially because guys, a lot of times would always say that, anything, anything girls can do, guys can do better, guys can do anything better than you, type of thing. And so I was always one of those tomboys that was like, I don't give a crap if you're a guy. I can do just as many things as you can. I could probably whoop your butt right now, And so I was always very feisty like that because I hated putting into this role that females were this way and men were this way, and that women were weaker and they couldn't play football or they couldn't do this. And so I was like, oh, we can't? Well, let me show you we can. So that's probably what I kind of did, was just be like, like, so I think I kind of laugh sometimes when people would say to me, oh, you kind of scare me. And I'm like, why? And they'd be like, because the abrasiveness that I can come off like don't mess with me type of thing. But I purposely would do that. I don't think I purposely did it, or all the time, but sometimes I would do that purposely, just kind of huff up your chest a little bit and be like, don't mess with me. Come at me because I will kick your butt, Come at me, Adam. Okay, so let's.
I'm actually strong. I will say I'm stronger than I look.
Yeah,
I really am.
I'm just a meek little woman. I'm actually weaker than I look.
I could beat you in an arm wrestle.
No, you can't. Come here. Be here in 5 minutes. Let's test it. Well, the problem is now, in all fairness, I'm not even gonna lie. When you get to this age, this 40 stupid age, I'm not gonna lie, like everything just drops on you. Everything just whether it's your eyesight, whether it's your bodily parts, whether whether it's your strength, it's a real tick off, to be honest with you, because it's like, and the walls come crumbling down. 5'3", Charles, get it right. My twin sister is 5'4". Well, 5'2 3/4", but I'm just gonna up it because when you round off change, you just go up. So I'm gonna up it to 5'3". Yeah. But my twin sister, no, hold on, maybe is Tanya 5'5" or 5? Tanya might be 5'5". I think she might be 5'5". There's this one picture I wish I could ever show you. And I'm gonna see if my sister ever has it. We were younger and we were at the P&E. I'm not kidding you, Adam. Like I said, when I was down to here and my sister was here, and I'm leaning on her kind of shoulder, but like there was just massive height difference at that point. I was a total foot smaller than her. That's why people would say, "You're not twins. You're not twins." But yeah, I'm 5'3", so I get it. Anyways, so let's play this video for a second here again. And make it bigger, and we'll just back it up a little bit here. Gotta back it up still. Come on, get your butt over here. Okay, so you guys can see the signs, right? The McDonald's sign, even though the McDonald's is on the right hand side, but there's the yellow there that you see, and the marker past that yellow part on the sign, that's where marker 11.4 is. Now, the sign is not, I'll show you. I'll just play it. 6 football fields. You guys all see that child right there? I can see it. Can you see it? Oh no, wait, there's nothing there. Okay, so
do you think it was deliberate? Do you think it was deliberate that she parked right by the? Because if you notice, she parked directly by the sign.
Yeah, I know she parked directly.
Like almost like she needed a visual point to stop, so she would know where to go.
Yeah, I felt like she did too. Okay, look at her. She's on the passenger side over there. Let's just watch this for a second. Why not? It's so hard to see after the point of where, see, like there's her butt leaning into the thing. See, I swear that there's somebody that is there already, but I mean, that could just be an illusion on the eyes for sure.
Well, and we have all the other headlights they're going by, so the lights.
I know, so the lights are flickering off there as well.
And different things, they're flickering off the post to the sign. They're flickering off other things. Different trees are lighting up.
Yeah, like. Okay, so so we'll stop that for a second. And hold on a second. Let me just find it again. And we'll go to share screen. And then we're going to go back over here. And we're going to go to mile marker 11 point. We'll go to yeah, we'll go to just 11.4. You guys can all see this good? Yeah. Okay. I like to take you guys on rides on Google Earth like that. Okay. So meaning it's not a huge difference, but when you were watching the video, the sign that's behind, yeah, it's okay, because this is where JLR stopped, literally right here, up here. Come on, move on. Let's go. Come on.
Right. Where she was actually more by the 11.4 sign.
Exactly. So that's pretty much it. Let's just turn around. Is that a... Oh, that's just okay. So
they're smoking a cigarette. Hope everyone knows they smoke.
Yeah. Hey, dude. I just actually forgot I even smoked up until you said that before. Like, meaning It's been almost 2 years now, Adam. Pete's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, I vape, but I don't smoke. And I can't believe it's actually been almost 2 years. Wow. But anyways, so JLR went into this trail. I know you guys can't see me, I guess. Can you? Oh, yeah, you should be able to. Can you
We can
see
the
my...
cursor. Yeah, we can see the cursor.
Is it a pink one?
Yeah, it's pink. I like it.
My husband made fun of me. He's like, what the heck is that big, huge cursor on your screen? And I said, because sometimes people say that they can't see my cursor when I'm pointing on there. But anyways, so, you know, so there's a difference if she went in here, because from here, where the car is, it looks like she went in here. But I mean, this isn't like that far, but it's, what do you think? That's about 100-yard dash, perhaps. You know, 50 yards to 100-yard dash. I'm trying to think of when I was in.
Remember, no one saw her running along the tree line. So I still think she went into the trees right near where she was pulled over.
Yeah.
Because we don't see her run along. We would have, I think she would have been picked up in someone's headlights.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw how much we saw her in, standing next to the car.
Now, let's just go out of street view for a sec. Okay. Hold on. Let me go back down to where I was. Hold on. Go back. Come on. Let's fly back in. Let's fly. Aspen Airlines. Okay. So wait, where's my marker?
Right there.
I guess my marker really doesn't show until you're up. So, do you know what I mean? So let me just plant this yellow sucker right. Just put it right on the sign right there. We'll make it. Let's see here. We'll make it a drink. Let's make it a drink. Okay. Color a drink. We'll make it a nice pink, purple drink. Yeah. Anyway, we'll do that. Okay. So exit street view. Come on, giddy up. Okay. Where's my marker? Did I not save it? Oh, wait. Come on. Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay. Well, I'm trying to look for the stupid street signs now. Can't even really see them, can you?
No.
When you're up here. But anyways. Yeah, you can't even really see them. Anyways, in my brain, I placed that marker, which was, I thought, here. So let's say it's right here. I was just trying to see, if she just kind of cut through up there. Now, there is a fence. So JLR, when he was doing his travels, there is a fence. So when she says that she had to go over a fence, okay, so she obviously went through here. Okay, guys? Like, that part's not a lie, because they would have caught her on camera at some point if she was getting somebody's vehicle. But now that I think about it, but for the fact that she said that there was a fence, well, that had to be part of the truth at a point, because that's exactly, she was dragged into the woods and he made her go over a fence. So that part would have to be true. And apparently, right, dragged her here. Where else are we going to go? So goes over a fence. So I guess on Sulphur Springs. See, remember the phone was pinging off of this right here? Atkinson. Yeah. The phone was pinging in this area probably because of the cell tower.
And that's when we talked about it the night before. It was before she was found, or before she came home. Like I was saying, I thought if there was someone, I thought that if there was a car involved, that they would have been parked on one of those streets back there. Because I think we looked at those dirt paths that were going through the woods.
Yeah. Right. So what, did the guy drag her then got into a semi-trailer up here, I guess, on the Preserve Parkway. You know, like
because
oh,
no one would have noticed a semi trailer on those residential.
Yeah, of course, right. I'm just enjoying the nice homes right now, wishing that I lived in one. That's the only reason why I actually came down here. Hey, look at this hose. Look at that sucker.
Oh, wow.
I'm just enjoying the homes. Little nice homes. Look at that. You know, little driveway that goes in and out.
Yeah, but they back up against the interstate. It would still be loud.
Yeah, but still, I could handle it if it's like this. You know. See, like this is how life used to be, people. When you actually had space. Everything here is just pile them up as close as they can go, and your neighbor is all you have to do is reach out your arm, and there you are touching the neighbor's side of their house. This is a nice little quaint, affluent little area, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Mustang, good pick. Mustang picked up on the viewer discretion advised.
She's picked up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't watch me go down the street. It might, in case you don't want to see something like a slug on the road or something like that, or a worm, dead worm. That's why the viewer discretion. I'm going backwards, you guys, just for the sake of it, to be honest with you. I'm just going for a ride. Okay, let's look at some of these homes. Are they better? Oh, what the heck is this one up here? The frick is this house?
Daisy.
What Daisy say?
Daisy said, "Phone is dying. Good to see you. You crazy cancers."
Oh, hey, Daisy. Hey, Ray. There was an opening in that fence. It was showing Sunny. Yeah, the one that JLR showed or whatever. Well, hold on. Let's go out of this view. Let's just go actually over to that side where we were. Where the heck are we, people? Hold on. Let's go to mile marker. Whoa, had a coughing fit. Somebody is cooking something good. It's coming right through the bedroom window. Okay, let's go back out of screen here. Okay, so she was up here. Is there anything that's going to give us a view of that fence?
I don't think you can see the fence through any of the images I've seen on Google.
Yeah, it's kind of like back over here.
Yeah,
it's more.
Because a lot of people said they didn't see one, and I was trying to say that typically there is one in the like on the side of the interstate, long in the United States, but I never saw a hole in the fence. But I mean, JLR was there, so I mean, if it's there, he saw it.
Well, you can see the fence here.
Yeah.
Right here. You can see that fence right there. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if this is all part of it here. I don't.
Well, and those might have been put up by those property owners as well.
No, this was at least when I was watching the video, that was kind of like a standard metal fence that just kind of ran down. Like meaning it just ran down the whole thing.
Right.
So a property owner would make their own darn fence.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just not sure if because I can't see the fence on this well enough, because this is a little bit further back away from the road than the ones that I saw by the interstate.
Yeah, I mean, 1 second here. Let me just go over to JLR's thing. I'm not going to play his video because then you can get copyrights and stuff like that. And I'm not sure how JLR is with playing his stuff.
I mean, we've always been so nice to him.
I know, right? I mean, if we were his best buddies or something, investigates. But I'm just going to go to his channel for a sec. I'm gonna go watch that video for a sec because it was live, right? No, he must have made it into a video. The secret tunnel. I'm just gonna go grab a picture of the fence. Okay, that's that part. So that's too soon. Hey. Yeah. Hush.
No, that's not a fiber. That's not a hearse. That's an expedition. I think.
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay.
I hope so, because I'm not going to be there. Free? Radiohead? Are you singing Radiohead?
Yeah. I don't know why it's stuck in my head today. Because I think it's because I've heard it. Like I've been watching some X Factor and America's Got Talent and stuff, and I really like it when people do that cover. Okay, yeah. I think I got mine. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Okay, let me bring those images into here. My husband will usually go, "Can you just stop?" And I'm like, "What?" He's basically telling me that my voice sucks.
Yeah, Diane, I will go to Indiana at some point. I want to be able to have a really good reason to go, and
Yeah. So when Diana pays for it, he will definitely go a little sooner.
And Kagan Klein's sentencing hearing is not a good enough reason for me to go to Indiana.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So you guys can see the fence there, yeah? And right here, this is where like the hole kind of is. There's what looks like there's a hole there in the fence.
Okay.
I know it's hard to tell, but if you kind of sometimes go back further, it possibly looks, it could just be a tree in the way causing it to look like that, to be honest with you, because there are trees in the way. So that could be very deceptive to the eyes, because this is right here is one of the, what do you want to call them? The poles, the rung. And you know how those type of fences are. They go about 10 feet and whatever. And then there's another one.
There's a little, they link together. Yeah, and that's exactly kind of, the kind of fences I see along every interstate that I've been on in the United States. When I'm walking along the interstates, of course.
Yeah, right. We're just casually walking along the interstate. Now, here's another picture. So, there could possibly be an opening, or it just could be deceiving on the eyes, because you have trees in front of it that are giving it that feeling like this part is open here. And I just think it could be, but I think it also unless somebody ripped an opening in the fence, I'm thinking that could be an illusion on the eyes, perhaps, that it legitimately could be not open, but the way it comes across, I don't know.
Yeah. We'll have to, Mustang's birthday is on the 27th.
Of what, July?
Happy early birthday, Mustang.
Renee. Mustang. I called her my actual name. If I forget, have a good birthday on July 27th. So just know that I said it right now in case I have a brain fart, because sometimes I catch it on Facebook, but Renee's not on Facebook. She's on my Messenger. But anyways, yeah.
And we don't have a live that day, so. Well, yeah.
What day is it on? Oh, which reminds me.
It is the day of Keegan Klein's sentencing hearing, so maybe who knows?
Yeah. You want Adam to sing to you? Is that what you said, Mustang?
No one wants
Rod,
that for their birthday.
yeah, just make it up. Rod, Sally, Rod, happy birthday. Okay. I actually only wanted this live to go less than an hour, to be honest with you, but
I know.
Don't get me started on Carly stuff right now. So I could sit here and spend another couple hours talking about it. But have you even eaten yet, Adam?
No, I had dinner. Yeah, I had spaghetti.
Oh, you had spaghetti? Well, I was, it's like, I remember thinking today, like, because it was my husband's payday today, and I was like, and actually it should be our Google's, but it's tomorrow, Saturday, but I did see where it said that the Google payment, check your bank account, and it usually comes in. It might come in tonight, but because it's the weekend, it might not, but I think it has come in, but I'm not going to hold my breath because it could be Monday. But anyways, so I was like, husband, can we have McDonald's? Well, I said, husband, are you going to get anything to eat on the way home? And he's like, I was thinking about McDonald's. And I was like, fancy that, because that's what I was thinking about. And so anyways, all I can say is this. Not only did they forget my effing cheese on the quarter, or what do I usually get? Quarter pounder with cheese. Sometimes I'll get the bacon BLT type of one, whatever. But anyways, their prices for their crap nowadays are just shit to the taste of their burgers. I like their French fries. I'm sick of their burgers. Every time I feel like I want McDonald's and I have it, and there's nothing actually satisfying about their burgers anymore. Like, honestly, they're shit. Their Big Macs suck ass. They're like, here is bread, and we'll sprinkle on some lettuce and toss out, here's your burger that used to be, that's now like, it's a joke. And they charge so much more. And I just never feel great after eating it. And I just go, the only thing I actually truly like is hot McDonald's French fries.
They're the best. I had McDonald's breakfast not too long ago, and I ordered it. So things can always be a little bit more expensive when you DoorDash, but one hash brown was like $3.
Yep.
One hash brown. And I can eat like 2 or 3 of those hash browns.
Oh yeah, I get it. Is that someone sponsored?
Thank you,
Shelly has been a member for 6 months. Thank you, Shelly. Make it 6 more, Shelly. At least. Thank you, Shelly. But I'm not kidding you, Adam. That okay, Twinsy over there, because that's one thing that really irks my, gut, is that when I like to eat 2 hash browns typically, but they legitly charge you. Okay, hash browns, those same hash browns at a store, you can get a 24 rack for like $3. Okay, $3 for like 24, and they are legitly charging you, even at Timmy's, like $3 for one extra hash brown. Look at Deb; she's all making videos instead of coming to our lives. I see that she just put one out right now. It looks like July 20. Yeah. She's trying to do shit. Like, she has a channel, just like Jeff. Yeah. Jeff's all on his whole channel tech and stuff like that. No, just kidding. But anyways, so yeah, it ticks me off. But like, I mean, I like the McDonald's things, but I really can't have them being diabetic now, like with the pancake and stuff. But I'm a breakfast person. I love eggs and toast. Yeah,
I like it. I'll tell you, I like an egg McMuffin with no meat on it. So just because it's that the egg and cheese combo on the English muffin, so good.
Yeah, I mean, even in A&W, to me, their bacon and eggers can be a hit and a miss. Sometimes I just get the cheese egger, but sometimes when I get that bacon one, it can just be a hit and a miss. Sometimes, like for instance, I just had one the other day. There was something about the cheese. You know how when you have like medium cheese versus mild cheese, there was just something very tart about the cheese on that bacon and egger the other day that was just kind of like an aftertaste of, like, as if it was like an old style cheese or whatever. But yeah, it just ticks me off because, like I said, McDonald's now, things used to be reasonable, $6.99 for a meal, whatever. Now
Well, goodness, I
everything's like,
remember. I remember when you could get a hash brown for it was not. They were not. I mean, not that long ago. They were 99 cents.
yeah, 99 cents. But it's so crazy. They're like, honestly, they just jack you up. Grocery prices are absolute freaking joke. Like, seriously, what a bunch of greedy mongoids. Honestly, just pisses me off.
Well, now I want to eat it. So.
And she said, like, honestly, though, I mean, I can literally go over to KFC, have a nice mashed potato with chicken in it and gravy and some corn, and pay like $6 for that bowl, decent sized bowl, and go buy freaking groceries that cost me that much, because a loaf of bread is pretty much $5 a loaf over here, $3.50 if it's on sale, type of thing. Depends where you go, but everything is just a joke. But the quality of the food at these fast food places, honestly, you can go have a nice dinner instead. But I would love to have a Jack in the Box and a Sonic. We don't have that crap over here. I would love
I think there's. I don't know if there's. I think there's a Sonic in the town my parents live in. I don't know about Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
I'm
All
sure
I
there
know
are,
is,
I don't ever order them.
well, you just get tired of these things over here, A&W, Dairy Queen, Wendy's, blah, blah, blah. It's like, give me a Jack in the Box over here. Give me a Sonic. Give me something different.
It's funny though. I'm going home. I'm going home in the morning, so I'll probably have to have McDonald's breakfast now on my way home in the morning. Because then I can get to my condo and I can eat my McDonald's breakfast.
Like, do you just order the little kids meal breakfast?
No, I just order an egg McMuffin with meat and 2 hash browns and an iced coffee.
Yeah, and there's $15 right there, pretty much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. China Phillips Baldwin is live in 30 minutes. Prioritize God with California healing.
Well, Diana, I've never had Wendy's breakfast, but I saw Wendy's has breakfast now.
Yeah. I like Wendy's because they have an assortment. You can get a baked potato, you can get chili, you can get, like, it's a variety. That's why I like Wendy's. I can get the junior, like, usually I get junior cheeseburger deluxe. It just depends, honestly, how I'm feeling.
Right.
No, I haven't actually.
Neither have I. So I want to check out their breakfast food.
Yeah. I mean, typically for the most part, typically we cook bacon and eggs and that here. Well, let me correct that. Typically, husband cooks the bacon and the eggs and that here. I can do it easily, but usually husband is when he just gets up and gets in the mood to start having bacon and eggs and whatever. I love scrambled eggs. That's my favorite. It's scrambled eggs, a little bit of French vanilla extract.
I like a fried egg.
I like fried egg sandwiches.
Don't break the yolk.
The only I don't like soft yolk. I don't.
I like a hard yolk.
You like hard yolk or no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like my yolk hard. It can be just a tad bit runny, but
just a little bit. I get weird.
What'd you say?
It weirds me out if it's too runny.
Yeah, same. But my husband likes to have his what does he call it? Soldiers and toast. Toast and soldiers, I think they call it.
So it runs over everything.
Well, no, it's basically you make your toast and then you cut it in strips, your toast in strips, and then you dunk it into your egg. That's usually in an egg cup, I think. And then you dunk it. I think it's called soldiers and toast. Yeah. I think that's what it's called.
Make a poached egg.
See, he loves poached eggs. That's one egg.
I don't know how to make a poached egg. I've seen people do it. I've never done it.
Adam, it's easy. You buy that freaking little poacher. You freaking put water in the pan underneath of it, and then it literally you just put the egg into the cups that go into the pan, and then that's it. You just wait for it to turn white and cook it. That's it. And then you just slide it on out of there. But my husband likes the hollandaise sauce. But if there's one thing I can honestly say, it's not that I don't like poached eggs. It's probably the last egg that I think to have is a poached egg. Like, meaning if that's an option on the table, that will never be an option picked by me. I will pick scrambled eggs first, then fried eggs or whatever. But, do you ever add like cheese and that in there? Sometimes you just get, all rambunctious and put in some pepper sometimes. And one of the best kind of egg combos, like for an omelet, is like Monterey Jack cheese. And if you like tomatoes, Monterey Jack cheese, tomatoes, and egg. Oh my goodness!
You know what my favorite omelet is, and I started doing this in college. Is if you like in a skillet you put hash browns, like the shredded hash browns, and then you like get them crispy, and then you put them in the omelet. Because then when you're omelet, you get a crunch. You put cheese and hash browns inside the omelet. It's so good.
Okay. You know what I want to do that I keep doing now? I know that I'm just going to go off of the egg thing for a second. I have one of those rotato peelers. You put your peel and then you wind it up and it peels your potato for you, right? And it gives you that stringy thing as it goes down like that. And so you end up with all of these freaking shredded, like, things. And I need to do something with those. Like, I need to put like seasoning salt on them and toss them in the deep fryer. I need to do something and see exactly how those things taste. Because I don't know how many times you end up with that big pile of the eggs, the spuds skin.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all I'm thinking in my head is like spiral French fries, but obviously thinner. And I keep looking to do that because I do like having crunch and coldness and different things. I like things that have some texture to them like that.
I do too. I like texture.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you ever, with your eggs, like I said, put them into a muffin pan and
my middle niece, the one that's 19, was telling me about. She makes these. I can't remember what she called them, but she makes them and she eats them throughout the week. Where she'll put like vegetables in them and like basically you scramble egg and then you bake them in the muffin pans.
Yeah.
She calls them like egg bites or whatever, and then she eats them throughout the week.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much you can do with that because I would make them too, right? You just throw in, for me, I'd throw in some peppers, inside of it. It's kind of like having an omelet, but it's just in a muffin form. But you can do whatever with them, really. Just throw them in the oven and. Hey, Mark, how are you? Potato curls, Sunny. Absolutely. But I got to figure out exactly what you can make hash browns from them, maybe. Well, no, they can't be turned into hash browns. It would just more be like some sort of crisp type of
air fryer.
Stringy.
Good in the air fryer, Sunny.
Oh, right. I don't have an air fryer. Right. Actually, I still got to order my microphone now that I think about it. How about that?
Now I'm hungry.
I know. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to get off here. We're going to get off here in a second because I legitly now want to be like, husband, did you want to go for breakfast or something at Denny's? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, okay. It was nice knowing you guys. Like, seriously, I love breakfast and I love stuff like that. I'm just going to go check with the husband now. I'm just going to be like, husband, because like Denny's is like right there. I can just walk to it in like 2 minutes. It's like right there. Literally. No, Mark, I don't got an air fryer because you never bought me an air fryer. Then you ditched the channel for like ever. But anyways, no, I keep looking at one though. Does that count? Yeah. I will get an air fryer. Don't get me wrong. I will get an air fryer. I actually forgot about it until we just talked about it again. I was trying to convince my sister to get me one. Without me having to use, the money from like birthday money and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll see if I can try to get my sister. I doubt it though. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know why I have a hard time with certain things, but I do want an air fryer. I do.
They're
Yeah.
good.
I know.
I'm won over on them now.
Yeah. Anyways, we're ditching your guys' butts right now because we're gonna go find food. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, thank you for joining us. You guys have a great night.
Have a good night,
And
everyone.
yeah, and we'll see you next week. We're going to be doing 2 lives next week. Monday we'll do one, and then Friday next week.
Right.
And then because we're not sure what days we want to do. If it's going to be Monday and Friday or Wednesday and Friday, me and Adam are going to talk about it. But we're only going to do 2 lives. To be honest with you, if I had my way, I'd probably just do one a month. Imagine the convulsions that Mustang and some of these people and Ray would go into. Oh, see you in a month. Anyways, you guys. And yes, you did. Okay, then you were hiding. Yeah, then you were hiding. Anyways, I will. We'll see you guys on Monday for sure. Tomorrow's my nephew's birthday. Mustang again ahead of time. If I happen to forget, you probably have to remind me. But I've already said happy birthday, so you can't give me shit because I've said it already. But anyways, other than that, you got anything else to say before we go, Adam?
No, I'm just hungry now.
Yeah. Bye. Have a great night.
Bye.
All right, we're out of here. This is Sunny Justice and Aspen Connor from It's a Crime and Shame, wishing you all a good night.